Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It's the first day of fall, and yet the big grass field has been cut, and I'm just about done picking up the grass. So as I ended the last episode, we were talking about maybe buying one of the big fields down here, and that I wanted to do it before everyone harvested it. I was thinking I can get by going this far, but I guess not, because two of the fields have already been harvested and I believe cultivated as well. And on the last day of summer, nothing was ready to be harvested, so they harvested them overnight because I woke up at dawn and the fields were already harvested. But there are two more fields that are not harvested yet, that are not ours down here, and one is right behind us at the grass field. And I think the other one is over by the BGA, I think. I do believe. But, yes, here we are, taking care of a big grass field. I don't know if we'll end up with 936,000 liters of grass again, slash chaff, slash silage. For this field is all done. Come on, sir, you can... Actually, I think it's ma'am right now. Yep, ma'am. Come on, ma'am, you can follow me. Well, technically, she is following me. The animals have been doing good, so that's all I've been doing since I started recording tonight. Basically, as you know, I started playing as we left off last episode, so I've been taking care of the animals, the chickens, the pigs, sheep, and cows. And that's about it. I probably need to check the bioprocessing plant, actually. That might be not running at all, because I don't have no fuel for it. Let's make sure she stops. Let's get in this mode so I can see where I'm backing up, because I'm not using the mirrors. Make sure our lights are off, engine's off. I'm not sure I'll be doing corn next season. And speaking of next season, as I was working today, I started thinking about, how am I going to record this episode tonight? Then I started thinking, wow, I only got like 3 or 4 more episodes left, and I want to do another season. How am I going to do that? So, a lot of compacting will be done. I mean, not compacting at the BGA, but as in, like this episode, all the harvesting will be done. So by the time the end of this episode comes around, all of our fields will have been harvested. The only thing I probably won't do or show is, because we just really did it, is the upper grass fields. I'll mow those and make some, I almost said straw, hay bales, and sell those, because I don't think we're going to need any. I think I still have 15 up at the pig farm, and we got tons of them down here at the moo cows, and I don't think I need to make total mix rations anymore either. So almost like where we left off last episode, except it's not silage, it's grass slash chaff that we're putting back into the same silo. And we did have a great demand for milk. The problem was it was at the bakery, and I wonder if that is still going on. It's hard to tell, because when I get a great demand for milk at, isn't the bakery? Excuse me while I check here. Yeah, when I get a great demand for milk at the Sunrise Bakery, this does not turn blue like it's in great demand. The price doesn't go up, and also it doesn't blink here. Oh, and actually, so now I can see the other field that hasn't been harvested is the one in front of our sunflower field. So this field goes for what, 625? I don't know what this field goes for. These are already been harvested and cultivated. In the last, well, like I said, the last day of summer when I hit the snooze button, this field was in the final growth stage. So overnight they harvested and cultivated it. And I just hit the wrong button. Let's see if I can get the rest of this grass in the front end of this silo. I think I should be able to. Then we'll get the JCB on compacting. And then this truck needs to go up to the upper fields. Because right now the chicken wheat field is ready. So yes, as you're seeing this episode, we're talking 5 more days until FS19 comes out. Saying about I got like this episode and a couple others to get the rest of this season, and basically all the way to middle of fall next season then, because we got to do a harvest, right? Alright, give her some gas. Let's put the shovel up so it doesn't scoop up any chaff with it. No, you can do this. I know you can. You've done it many times before. Alright, need a little assistance. Alright, lift up the bucket. It's not going to hurt if I do get chaff in it, because I can just dump it out. I'm not up here in a good position though, am I? So the first couple times I do it manually just to try to get it flat and make sure there's no high peaks, and I wiggle it back and forth. And I did not dump the chaff in here in a good situation, but we'll be fine. Just another one of my screw-ups. Yeah, we're flattening her good. That's why we got the dual wheels in the front. So yes, it does also feel a little funny to see, well, money in her bank account. That's right, we don't owe the bank nothing. Nothing at all. So there's no really great... That could be a little bit of a problem. I don't think it will be, but... Nope, wrong gas pedal. That one there. Alright, I think this is kind of good to set up course play now. As long as I keep her somewhat straight and well, we should be fine. So I'm going to get it set up on course play. And then I'll meet you on top and we'll get the harvester ready to go and start harvesting some fields. So when our combine, the New Holland C1090. I had it parked up here ready. I did repair it before I started recording the episode. And now I begin the fun part of getting it down this narrow road. And trying to be easy on the accelerator because I got too much horsepower in this thing, because you need it when it hauls or can hold 100,000 liters. Because when it gets going, it gets going. As you see, the truck is already up here. Easy does it. There we go. Let's change to that. Drop that off. Start unfolding the combine. Load up the header. This game has been acting kind of weird for the past couple minutes, like my buttons are double clicking or something like that. I may have to restart the game, which I don't want to do just yet because that JCB is down there working pretty good. Actually, I got to put on the HUD because I don't know if... Not lower, where is it? Oh, I'm not in the right tool, that's why. I was like, where is it, man? Enable straw swath, that's what we want. Alright, put this back on. And we'll put it on GPS. Because we can. Let's do auto. Well, first of all, I gotta do new. And auto. Does that look right? It looks too narrow, actually. Let's do new again. Auto. Slide it on over. That just looks way too narrow. Let's add a little bit to that. That looks about right. Readjust that. Let's see what that does for us here. And nope, not quite. That's too much. And still too much. That looks about right. So field 1 of, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields to go. Well, 5 fields in total. We will have to probably get to the second. The only field that's really ready is this one, and maybe the sunflowers are ready. But the sunflowers are going to have to wait until I get all the fields done up here. Actually, I could go down and do the sunflowers, because I do park the... No, I do park the harvester. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll get this field done first, and then I'll see. Then I'll figure out what to do afterwards. I have no intention of selling the grain at this point yet either. We can always wait for great demand on this stuff. But this is usually saved for the chickens. But the chickens do have lots of feed still in storage. But with this combine and the harvesting speed that I got, it's not going to take too long to harvest these fields. The big field does take us a little bit of time. But actually, last time I did the big field, it was with a sugar beet harvester and the big X, because we were doing corn. Well, we did use this harvester a little bit because we were collecting some corn. I want to get the headlands done because it gets a little tricky down by this house. Then once I get the headlands done, GPS will do most of the work for us after that. And by the time we finish this field, hopefully the JCB is done compacting the grass, and we can get that fermenting just in case there's a great demand on silage at some point. Now the only thing about doing the headlands first with the straw swap, I kind of leave like a little bump for the harvester to go over, but it'll manage. Let's get to harvesting this field. So just over 100,000 liters from this field today, or this season. Which I think is better than I've... Maybe it's the same. I don't know. I think that's about the best one I've had, though. It should be the same, but I don't know. But we'll take it. One field down. 4 to go. At least in this in-game day, that's all we'll have. Let's back this up. Pull this forward. Switch tools. No, I don't want to fold it down yet. I want to hit that button there. That button helps. There we go. I was having a brain fart there. I couldn't remember what button it was, what button it was to unfold the header. I was like, I should know this. Pop quiz, hot shot. Nope, this way. Rear steer. Yeah, I'll park it right at the entryway so it's nice and easy to get the truck out, but we should be fine. And this goes over to the silo at the farmhouse. It's for the chickens, even though I don't think the chickens need much more. And yes, I do know I missed a couple small strips. It seems like when they get on an angle on the hill, must be the way the header angles, it just misses a tiny strip. Funny, if this was the first cut of the Let's Play, I'd be going back like every little bit counts. And now that we got our own money and I'm not sure exactly what to do with it just yet, it's like, yeah, okay. Not gonna be too concerned about it. No, just wait a second, wow, traffic does not like to wait. Really, dude? Oh, you could not wait 2 seconds, could you? No. Look at me in my SUV. Hot shot. Alright. Let's go down here and unload our wheat. Our chickens will be happy for another year. And then I'll zip through the rest of the day. And we'll see what fields are ready for harvest tomorrow. I'm hoping that the silo can hold this much wheat. I don't know what the limit is on this one. So if we go into our nice little dialogue here. Yeah, so we should be okay. If it holds that much, it's going to hold... Yeah, okay, took it all. How about that? So yes, our fields that we got left. This field here were sunflowers. This is oats, I believe. And this is spelt, maybe? Nope, looks like I put in rye. Okay. Oats and rye. Oats and rye. So when are oats and rye? I better get out of the truck, so if I hit Alt when I'm in the truck, I'm in trouble. Oats. Oats may not be ready until the 3rd day, and rye should be ready at any time. Probably tomorrow, because I planted this the day after. The wheat field, I do believe. But, yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning in game. Not tomorrow in real life. I'll see you in a second. I'll just make it more confusing. We're back. And it's very, very early in the morning. Well, not really. We're usually up at this time anyway. It's just that in the fall, 6 o'clock is dark. 1, 2, 3. There we go. The reason why we're in a hurry for today, the fields weren't ready on the 2nd day of autumn, so here we're in the 3rd day of autumn. And you can see the forecast. It shows rain. And if you look at the next couple of days, next day is rain. The 5th day of fall is snow, apparently. So, yeah, we got to get this stuff kind of done. Also, it's almost like a Black Friday sale here. Everything's on sale. well, actually, mostly everything, all the sales have ended. There was a great demand for silage, but it was up here at the pig farm. It was going for, is it still on? Yeah, the price has dropped. It was actually going for $630. It's down to $592. The problem is our silage isn't ready, and two, I would have to load it up and haul it up there to sell it. Yes, I don't get the digestate from doing it at the BGA, but really the price difference, it would be worth it. The problem is the sale, the great demand is going to be over about the time our silage is ready, so I don't see us doing anything of that. What other sales? There was like 4 sales that happened really quick. Oh, wood chips. There was a great demand for wood chips, which we didn't have. There was a great demand for corn, which we just did. And I want to say there was one for potatoes. There was one for taters. But with that being said, now I got to get this thing out of here. And I'm probably going to clip something. I'm either going to clip the hedges. Because the one thing I keep forgetting is when you're in the combine, you're actually in the center of the machine. Nope, the header came out. That's good. I left the lights on the Volvo just so it gives us some more light. Scoot across here. Now the only thing I'm trying to remember is, with the rain, do I lose straw that's in the field? I think I do a little bit, but not much. I think it's the least of the 3. Grass, you're going to lose tons of it when it rains. Hay, not so much. And straw, I'm going to say very little. But I'm no expert on seasons. I have played seasons since it came out. But usually straw I pick right up. But before, when I used to play, I didn't really have a YouTube channel, so I played at my own leisure, really. This is canola, so I'm not going to be able to swath this, which is fine. Also, the health of our pigs is doing great. Let me just do that. Oh, I got to switch back onto the harvester. Oh, I'm not even unfolded yet. Well, geez, I'm a pro at farming sim, I tell you. Alrighty, and off we go. So I'm going to get chopped straw here. I may or may not bring the Quadratech up here just to get the extra stage of fertilization. But I kind of forgot. I was like, oh yeah, so I'll just do the harvesting and then I'll do the baling, and maybe we'll start in the spring on the next episode. And then I started realizing, wait a minute, I gotta do straw and all that. So like I said a few episodes back, when the end of the series comes along, I may have a couple days in a row of Farm Sim just to end the series, which I probably will have to do. So I want to do some bulk recording this weekend when it comes up. This is just because we want to finish the series on probably the last day of fall. I think it's what it will be. I was checking on the pigs as I was skipping days. The pigs' health, they're up to 70%. So they're getting up there, which is good for us. And good for the pigs, really. I'm pretty sure the pigs are happy their health is going up. Let me just get this headland a little bit here so I have more room to turn around. Try to spread the chop straw as much as I can. But I'll have to see how many more episodes we got. I'm trying to calculate in my head, and I just keep thinking, well, I can do it every other day like we've been doing. And I'm like, no, I can't. And I'm like, oh, yes, I can. My brain just keeps fighting with itself. But I'm hoping to get all the harvesting done today before the rain hits. That's why I'm running at 1x speed here. I don't know. Can I bale in the rain? I really don't know if I can. But I'll bring it back in just a bit when I get done harvesting this canola. And then I already forgot, was that rye in that other field? Yeah, I got rye in the other field, I do believe. And then of course we got the oats and sunflowers, which I don't know. We'll see how far we get. I did speed up time just a little bit just to get it daylight so we can see what the heck we're doing. And as you probably can see, we're over in the other field harvesting rye. We got the canola field done. Unloaded that into the Volvo. The Volvo went up to the silo up by the milk sell point, Supreme Dairy, to unload that. And I didn't bother bringing it back down because the harvester should be able to hold everything in this field easily. So we'll just meet the Volvo truck up there. We'll unload it into the Volvo truck so that I can put that into the silo, and then we can go harvest the oat field. But usually when you look at the forecast in FS17, usually when you see rain in the second category, it shouldn't rain for at least about 3 hours, I would think. But then again, what I think and what actually happens are two totally different things. Other farmers harvested their fields and already got them replanted, and some, as you can see right there, are already growing. We are harvesting. It seems like this every season. I just don't... I think one season I got to plant in the fall. I was wondering if I could do that again this season just to save us something to do in the springtime. Next season, though, is going to be like I hate to say a zip through, but like cutting the grass in the big field is probably something I won't really show because yeah. I mean, I may show the end of it or say that I'm doing it. For a minute there, I thought the game crashed. Boy, I better save this. That froze for a long time. Sometimes autosave will do that. It'll just freeze and you're like, what to do? Most of the time you just see a quick flicker and that's it. This time it was like a long freeze and I was like, uh-oh. The game has not crashed on me since this map was updated, which was, I don't know, like a month ago, at least. And the problem for the map freezing before was the cows. I think I saw them once. The cows were falling through the map. But obviously that's not an issue anymore. And our rye field is done. Now I'm not going to lie, when I brought this header in here, I had troubles. It's 50-50 with me bringing this header in here. A 45-foot wide header trying to come into this field here is a little bit fun, I guess is the word I think I might want to use. But this field's done. I gotta hook up the header again. Now I gotta get out of here and we'll bring all this up to the Volvo up there. And I just realized I parked the Volvo to unload the combine harvester, but really where I parked it, the pipe is on the wrong side. Well, it's on the correct side, obviously, but I thought it was on the other side. Alright, this ought to be fun here. Sometimes I can do it no problem, and well, I shouldn't say no problem, but I get it just right. And other times, if you get it wrong, oh man, it's a pain. I don't mind if I clip that hedge there just a little bit. Now I can back up. And it's out. Kind of. Yes. We're free. So now that kind of leaves the two biggest fields I think that we have left for today. Like I said, as long as that rain doesn't flick over to the main forecast as the current forecast. Thought I saw a car coming. Nope, okay. Then we'll be all set for rain. Because when it flicks over to rain in the main forecast, it could rain any second, basically, in this game. Okay, so I parked the Volvo there, and I'm blocking traffic. So we'll actually come in here. Put the pipe out. Let's go grab the truck. No, don't you come forward just yet. I'm not going to get around him, am I? Yeah, maybe I will. Okay. Shows you what I know. There we go. And our harvester unloads extremely quick. I'm going to miss that when 19 comes, having this harvester, having 100,000 liter capacity. Yes, I know it's not realistic. But also the way it unloads, I could go in the XML files and change that all over again, kind of like I did before. But obviously, when a new game comes out, I try to play it as the developers meant it to be played. But let's be honest, when mods start coming out and modded maps start coming out, we'll be using them. I'll be one of them. Where's that? I thought my gate was right across from me. Or is it in front of this entrance back here? It's right here. So this time we'll be this will be the first time we harvest this field as one big field. The question is, where do I park this now? Because I really don't have... And now that I'm thinking about it, I've been watching some of the Farming Simulator streaming of FS19. Yeah, crop destruction is something that you could have in 19. I think it's just a mod in 17, isn't it? I don't remember, it's been so long. I think it's just a mod in 17. But in 19 you could either enable it or disable it. Can't really see if there's any vehicles coming, so we'll just go right across and they can deal with us afterwards. But the one thing I do like, the missions, or now they're called contracts, I guess. They're done a little bit differently. There's no more time on them. You can do them at your own leisure, but you only can take one at a time. You can use your own equipment, or you have to lease the equipment. Alright, so now the question is, you know what, I think I'll just, we'll just fire her up right here, because I need some room. Now, oats, I don't know, can we do straw swap or not? I guess we can. That answers my question. So we're going to get more money from straw bales. I don't need any more straw bales, I don't believe. Since we only got one more season. Now the question is, how much oats are we going to get out of this one field now? But now I'm starting to, thinking what to do with our money, because all the big fields have been harvested. Do I really want to buy a big field just to do one harvest it next year? If we did 2 harvests, we might get a lot of our money back, but only getting 1 harvest in, we'll lose quite a bit of money, and so, really, we wouldn't be buying the field until next season anyways. So I think at this point we may just keep the fields that we have and see how much money we can get to our bank account. I mean, in theory, we're going to have quite a bit of money at the end of next season. kind of weird that we went from owing $500,000 to the end of next season. We possibly could have, and I'm thinking it should be no problem, we should have pretty close to $3 million. The one thing I did about merging these fields up here like I did in order to use big equipment, these fields up, well, I shouldn't say the fields, the roads and some of the gates up here were not made for the big equipment. The big equipment was made for the big fields down below. This was made for small equipment, but I took this approach. Sometimes I scream, like bringing the header into that field last time. I was kind of upset at myself, like, yeah, you're stupid. You're trying to bring a 45-foot long header through a one-gate fence into this field where the road's not wide enough to begin with. But you know what? It's fun to have challenges. So just by making one pass around the field, looks like we're going to be right around 27,000 in the tank already. So that's a good start. So I'm going to keep making NASCAR laps here. And yeah, let's see how much we actually get. Pretty close to finishing up this field of oats. And I guess we're going to end up with probably like 135,000 liters of oats. Something like that. Well, maybe not even that much, because that means I got to get 7,000 more. Is there 7,000 more there? Could be. I don't think so. Maybe it fills up fast. I'm not really paying attention how fast it fills up. I was eyeballing it. Actually, it's filling up faster than I thought. Okay. Well, we'll see. I think I'm going to be just a little bit short. But still, a good haul for this field that we created last winter. At least we'll get to harvest it this one more time. The question is, what do I want to plant for next season? I may not do the bales at the end of the season. So who knows, I may just go like Triticale everywhere and try to get a good price on sales. I could do something like that. But right now I'm just kind of focused on getting this field done, which we're going to get done before it rains. Well, I shouldn't say that. Oh, the way my luck has been. But yeah, we'll finish this field up here before it rains. And get down to the sunflower field. The good news is I don't have to bring the header with me. And then we'll get started on that. And the question is, can I finish that field before it starts to rain? I said 137, but looks like we're going to get... Actually, it's not that much because the tank wasn't full when I emptied it the first time. I was going by the truck when I emptied it. So I want to say I had like 93,000 in the tank. So yeah. Just ignore me what I said for a total because I don't remember what's in the tank the first time. We'll know in a bit though. So for right now, I think I'm going to leave this header right up here. And I'll get it at some point with like the New Holland or... Yeah, probably the New Holland. Turn that off. We'll take care of the truck now. We'll unload the truck and see how much it got in it. And then, so yeah, 128,000. All right, so that's not too bad. No matter how you look at it. So if we just get a great demand for oats, that'd be wonderful. But I'll probably try to keep an eye on the prices, and once this when the price is in the green, then maybe that's when we'll sell it, because the chance of us getting a great demand in the next season and a half on certain things might be a little bit rough. So let's put this into the silo for safekeeping. And I'll meet you down at the sunflower field, and hopefully we can get that done before the rain hits. If not, then I'll have to wait until next episode when we do all the baling and skip winter and start spring. That's my plan. But right now, we need to hurry up. See you in a second. Well, we're just about all set to go. Hasn't started raining yet. Keep our fingers crossed. GPS is all set up. So, yes, with the big field, it's going to take a while. Hopefully not too long. I'm hoping to get this all done before it rains and that switches over. I want to keep it 1 times the speed, because I also want to, when I start recording this next episode, probably tomorrow night when I get home, maybe then. But I want to continue it. I want to try to bale most of the straw before it rains, because I don't know if I'll lose some or not. I don't remember if straw will... I think it will minimize a little bit, but not much. But anyways, on this field, I'm going to get going on it, and I'll bring it back in a little bit of a while when I make some headway. It's 7:45, so we're in real time. We'll see how long it takes me to get somewhere good. Well, by the time in the upper right-hand corner, you can see it's been exactly, let's see, 21 minutes. And we've made great progress on the field. Luckily, because if you look at the forecast, there's no more sun in the forecast, it's rain. So at the snap of a finger, it could rain. But our combine is just filled up. So we have 100,000 liters, finally. Sunflower does not fill up too quick. But the price is usually pretty darn good for it. My guess is I parked too far away. I'm pretty sure I already know I did, because that's not going to reach. Well, let's get this unloaded and get this done. We got that much more of the field to go, so if it doesn't rain in the next 20 minutes, we should be fine getting this harvest done today. Like I said, I don't know if I can bale in the rain. I've never done that before. I probably have tried it before, but I forgot if you could or couldn't. So, I mean, if we can get this field harvested before it rains and I can bale in the rain, that'd be great. And if I stop talking and realize that my combine harvester is all set to go, then we can go off and let GPS go for a while. So like I've said, I've been watching, starting this week, Farming Simulator has been streaming. They've been doing the Ravenport map with Virtual Farmer and Simulate. And I guess they're at Giant Software, and they're kind of playing on laptops. But you get to see the Ravenport map and kind of things how it go. Like I said, there's no more missions. They're really called contracts. You don't get reputation with farmers anymore. You just get to do the contracts, like I said. If you pick up a contract, it'll show you the equipment that you can lease to do the contract, or you can use your own equipment. There's no time frame on them, so you can start doing the job and then oh, you know what, I don't want to do this right now. I need to go feed my cows. You can go feed your cows. You can leave the field. You can take your time and do it as you please, but you only can take one contract at a time. And of course, if you want to exit the contract, you do take a penalty, I do believe. The map is looking pretty good. The lighting and the new I don't want to say new graphics, but the new engine, the lighting, and all that looks really good. The only thing I've been noticing watching the streams, but this happened at the beginning of 17 as well, they're getting some screen tearing. And if you don't know what that means, you'll see like little waves in the middle of your screen going up and down. That's what they call screen tearing. I remember when FS17 came up for the first week or so, I was getting screen tearing as well. And then they had like an update, and that sort of went away, and I haven't had it since. So hopefully the screen tearing kind of gets solved before next week. Now they were playing on laptops, but I'm pretty sure the laptops they were using were top-notch laptops. They're, you know, Giant Software is not going to say, let's stream our new game on these laptops that are powerful enough to run our games. What else that I've seen? I haven't got to see today's stream yet, but what's the other thing I wanted to say? Oh, so when you go to like buy cows now, so like now in FS17 you go buy cows and you just get random. You know, you can get brown cows, or as I call the Oreo cows, the black and white cows. So now when you go buy animals, you can choose what kind of cows you want to purchase. Same thing with like horses. There's, you know, different colored horses. So like the cows, if you want all brown cows in your field, you can just buy the brown cows. If you want the black and white cows, you can buy those. Or the kind of cows you see on what's that third map that was the DLC in 17 that I didn't get? The Pacho. Those cows in there, you can get those cows. So it is kind of interesting that you can do that. They haven't touched on... I've been waiting for them to show like the sale price page, because that's going to be like the first thing I do when I start my farm. I think I'm going to do the farm where you start from scratch, and I think from what I heard, when you start from scratch, you don't own any equipment, you don't have a farm, you don't have land, you have nothing, but you get $500,000. But as we know in Farming Sim, $500,000 does not go far. So, so I want to check the sale page just to see what the prices are like, and kind of see like, is wool still going for the same? Is silage still the same? You know, what is the gimmick in 19? Like in 17, we know it's wool for sheep. In 15, it was silage, and in the early stages, trees. I've mentioned before, 13 I didn't get until there was I think it was a summer sale, so it was almost out for like 10 months before I got 13. And 13, I don't remember what the biggest, what the thing was in 13. Someone did ask in the stream that I saw last time. Apparently there's no more golden nuggets, but that usually Farm Sim has something. It was golden nuggets in 15 and 17 and 13. I want to say it was milk. Those little milk, the old-fashioned bottles of milk that you used to buy, not the big jugs that we're going to see in 19, where you have to sell the jugs of milk or fill up a tanker, but the old-fashioned glass jars of milk. I think that was 13. That's as far back as I can go. But they said no gold nuggets, but that doesn't mean that there's not something else that we can collect 100 of and get your $1 million, euros, pounds, whatever you're playing in. They were showing off the lighting at night. It's kind of interesting. So if you don't like playing at night, you can go to your farmhouse and you can quote unquote sleep through the night instead of just speeding up the time to 120. But it's going to be a while before, if you're playing legit and don't cheat the money, it's going to be a while before I can imagine, hey, you missed a whole section, GPS. Well, I got to go around the edge of the field later on anyway. It's no big deal. But, yeah, I don't know how much the cotton harvester goes for. But I can imagine it costs quite a bit. And, of course, it's going to be one of those things where it's not where you just got to buy the harvester to collect the cotton. You're also going to need a trailer to haul it because you don't load it. It's kind of like sheep wool, basically. It comes out, if you haven't seen it, it comes out in a big chunk out of the back of the harvester. So you don't shoot it out into a trailer. It's going to be like a big chunk of cotton. Yes, I don't know if you can pick it up. I'm probably going to be trying it, and I'm pretty sure I won't be the first, but here's my idea. Do you need a trailer, or can you use a front loader, like a forklift, or a telehandler? Can you use like a pallet fork and spike it and pick it up? It's going to weigh quite a bit though, so I don't know if a tractor can handle it. or whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, if you're wondering where I'm seeing these streams, you can probably check it out on Twitch. I know they're streaming it live on Twitch and YouTube. But if you search on YouTube for Farming Simulator and their channel, their streams are on there. They are broadcasting streams in German and in English, so make sure. I mean, if it's English is not your native language and you really know German, then you may want to check out those streams. But if you really know English and they're not in your language, then check out. I would say watch the English one. Do as you please. So if this rain here can hold off, the skies look good here, but as we know in 17, it could start raining with blue skies and all this turn gray. That's one thing I haven't seen in 19 yet. They haven't showed yet. They haven't had a rainy day yet, I don't think. So we haven't seen like the clouds start rolling in and knowing like, okay, in real time I probably got like an hour or two before it rains. So I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, I think I'm going to be playing on the Ravenport map, I do believe. I'm not sure, I'm used to the bigger fields like this. They do have a couple big fields. But really, since I'm starting from scratch, it'll probably take me a while to... Really? You're going to tell me that other row is not wide enough for you to notice? Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to play on the Ravenport map. Probably do it from scratch, which means I got to figure out where I want to place my farmhouse. It's kind of neat though, because now you can place like all your animals together in one area, which I would kind of like, because when you want to go, when they all need water at the same time and they're all at the corner, each corner of the map, it's it's like, oh, so I got to drive the truck here, there, there. At the beginning stages, you got time because you don't have that many fields and whatnot. But in the later stages, like kind of like we are right now on this map, GPS, we are done with you. Yes, it's a little bit of a traveling. Yes, on this map, I could actually buy, tap into the town water system, and I would just have to walk up to the water trough and hit R, and it'll fill up, but I'll have paid for the water. It's like, that's... Yeah, I'm kind of weird this way. I like doing some stuff easy, and other stuff it's like that's too easy. Now I want to be able to, drive my truck up there with a tanker and fill it up with water myself. We all play differently, but as I always say, you play to have fun. So play it the way you like to play it. There's probably some people that watch me play Farm Sim and going, oh, how is that fun the way he's doing that? Well, I have fun doing it the way I'm doing it, so that's the way I do it. I have seen some people out there post videos like, okay, like this harvester here, some people say, well, it's not realistic. No, it's not. It's not going to hold, no harvester is going to hold 100,000 liters. And I know I'm harvesting too fast, but, when you got big fields and, I want to get the field done to move on to other things as well. I want to harvest faster. But I'm also not going to have, and we all see it like those headers that are, like the header I was using before. I don't know how wide this header is, but the other header is 45 feet wide. There are some headers out there that are like 400 feet wide. They'll fold up really high, and they unfold, and I could have this field done in like 3 or 4 passes. I'm like, nah, that's not my style. So the good news is, we got all of our fields harvested. So the next episode is going to be rather busy. I'm going to have tractors and everything. I'll probably bring the Case Quadratruck over here with the plow, so we got chopped straw on the ground here. So we'll have to, plow this to get one stage of fertilization in. I actually haven't checked my other field yet to see if any other fields need plowing. But I might as well bring it up and do where the canola was, because we'll get a stage of fertilization out of that. It's not a big field. That Case Quadratruck with my modded plow / cultivator will have that done in no time. But now here I am trying to get every last bit of sunflower that I can. And we'll either end this episode with me just unloading to the trailer, Or when we check the prices, if there's a really good price for sunflower right now, we may just go sell it right now. Okay, so while we're on the way over, that header can fold. The pipe can come out. And the good news is it hasn't started to rain, so I like that. So if anyone does know, of course, maybe by the time you see this video, I've already started recording the other one. But if anyone does know, can you bale in the rain? I do not know. Or can you bale when it's wet crop? I don't know if you can or can't. I really don't. So right now I'm going to park the harvester here. So sunflowers, actually while I'm here. Oh yeah, so we got 2 fields that need to be plowed. So, I mean, yeah, it's only 10%, but I'll see if I get time to do it. Like I said, I'm kind of in a rush to get the second season in before 19 comes out. So we'll see how we're doing. Yeah, I don't see me buying another field just to get one section of crop out of it, but who knows, I may just at the last episode, with the money we have, just buy fields. I mean, I gotta do something with the money, right? So yes, sunflowers. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The price is going up. So I think what we'll do, since it's in the green and it's going up, we'll wait until next episode until this tops out, and then we'll sell that, because I don't need this trailer for anything. No, the crops, it can stay in there. So yeah, I may just leave all this stuff here. I gotta start editing and rendering this video and get it out. So yeah, I think I'll just leave everything here for now. And when we start next episode, I don't know where I'll be. But we'll be baling in the next episode, plowing these fields, and hopefully, if the temperature's still good, maybe even seed a couple fields, or sow a couple fields, I should say. So they're ready to go, and I got to get the John Deere, start fertilizing like the big grass field, and we got to cut the grass. So it's going to be busy, busy, busy. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time in the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.